Good morning, everybody. This is day 6 on our trip to Ukraine, and we're gonna be taking it a little bit lighter today. This is gonna sound stupid because I know that I'm riding an e-bike, but my legs are super sore. I don't know how they're sore because I use my throttle a lot, but they are. Walking upstairs is tough. There is a town about 10 miles away from us that has a hostel, and I'm really curious to see what Romanian hostels are like. I haven't actually booked the hostel yet because I wanna see it. I wanna make sure there's a place for me to store my bike, but if there is a place for me to store my bike, we'll give that a shot. This town is called Sibiu. S-I-B-I-U, I think.
Next roundabout, take the second exit.
Look at all of this traffic we get to avoid because we can use sidewalks. Here we go. This is the hostel I found. It's called B13 Hostel. The question is, can we store our bike here in a way that it's not going to get stolen? They do have a bike rack. How much do we trust it is the question. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it for the experience. Okay, reservation has been made. We paid $15. Oh, they got little lockers for people. Holy shit. So if I want to dial a 6, I take this. I don't understand how rotary phones work. It is interesting to know all of the rules here are in English. So this is one of the first places where I can actually read things.
But I will come with you in the room to see if you want, you can use lockers. This bed is prepared.
Perfect, thank you so much. Hey, so it looks like we have the whole room to ourselves. $15 a night, this is not bad. I think I might be the only person in the entire hostel. The bathrooms seem pretty clean too. That means that if you wanted to just like live in a hostel like this, it would cost you about $450 a month in rent. Oh, the guy also said that we can bring our bike into the patio section in here. So one of the things I noticed yesterday is that the tape that I put here to stop the bag from getting cut is itself getting cut. So we've got to retape this, make it thicker. This part's getting cut. This whole thing is actually pretty loose. And honestly, that's in much better condition than the solar panel container is. Yeah, this guy's got the kickstand on it, so he's... all of the screws are loose again, god damn it. And my zip ties, they broke. It's supposed to sit like this. But that's what today is for, resting and fixing the bike. Best of Transylvania tours. Oh, Transylvania, not Transnistria. Do you guys want to go see Dracula's castle? I just remembered that that's here. Bran Castle, also known as Dracula's Castle. I don't need to pay for a tour. We can literally just ride out there. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. I'm looking at the maps right now. If we want to go see Dracula's Castle, it's a little bit out of the way. It might add a day or two, maybe 3 days to our trip, but it's kind of close. It is in the opposite direction of Cluj-Napoca though. That's one of the big cities that I wanted to visit. So I think we either need to pick going to the city or going to the castle. God damn it, why can't American cities look like this? I guess the biggest thing is that this city was around before cars, so it's very old. Most cities in America, I can't say that. If any of you guys live in one of these really old buildings, I want to know, do you guys have like electricity and running water and all of the amenities that would come with like a newer building? I imagine they're also pretty expensive to repair. Like, where in the world are you going to get roof shingles like that? If I had to guess, I would say that you're actually probably not allowed to repair them because they want to like maintain historical value or something. Like this, for example. I bet they're not allowed to actually repair this. Another small little thing I've noticed when I've been riding, motorcycle culture here in Romania is pretty big. Like, there are a whole bunch of motorcycle groups just passing me. Oh, check it out. I found another hostel. And this one was not listed on booking.com. I wonder if that means it'll be cheaper. These are made in Hungary. Hell, it's a Hungarian brand. They have tuna fish spread in an anti-theft case. Who's going around stealing tuna fish? Oh, we gotta try some Romanian rice cakes too. These are 50 cents. Oh, it is hot outside. Hello? Can I get the passion fruit and mango? I feel bad. I was trying to support like local businesses and I just paid $4 for a fucking ice cream cone. I could buy 2 chicken McGriddles for that price. It wasn't even 2 scoops. $4 for 1 scoop. I will work on the bike this evening when the sun has gone down a little bit. Until then, I'm gonna read. Oh shit, I left my room open. I gotta not do that. Another fun little tidbit, if you're gonna be traveling and sleeping in hostels, one thing that they don't tend to give you is air conditioning. You're just left with whatever temperature the fucking hostel is, and they tend to get really hot during the summer. Having something like this is super essential. What time is it? It is now 6 p.m. I just want to find somewhere a little bit more secluded to work on my bike so I'm not in anybody's way. That might be an uphill battle given that I'm literally in the middle of the city. Okay, here we go. This seems like a pretty good spot to me. First thing we're gonna do is take a look at this guy and see if we can't engineer a better system so that this isn't constantly getting loose. The problem is definitely the screws coming loose. I'm curious if that means that I just didn't apply the thread locker properly, because this is the second time in like a week that these screws have loosened themselves. Okay, so I think I found the problem with this system. The bolts on the back, they just keep falling out, and so the bolts come out and then they get stripped. I think I need to stick 2 or 3 bolts on the back of them. I need to do something to keep the bolts from falling off. Yeah, there was no bolt on this screw at all. Let's see what I've got in my bolt bag. Okay, with the tools I have at my disposal right now, all I can do is like double, triple, and then quadruple up the number of washers I have on the back of the nuts. And I can make sure that the screws are absolutely coated in thread locker. Okay, there we go. We have 3 washers on each thread. We have locking washers on the front, and we've individually put thread lock on all of them. If this doesn't hold, then we just go to a hardware store and we find another way to hold the solar panel. Now that this is firm again, we're gonna add electrical tape to this back part right here because I noticed that the back of my solar panel is getting scratched up by these metal bolts. So we're gonna see if we can cover them with plastic and make them a little bit less abrasive. Okay, this part is done. Let's switch to the other side. There we go, we got this fixed, this is tightened. I added some tape over here because I was worried that the backpack would end up getting cut by the sharp corner, so I added tape there. How's this guy? This is still very sturdy, very strong. I don't know why this keeps slipping loose. I'm gonna need to investigate that. Let's go ahead and check all of the other bolts, make sure that nothing is coming loose. All we need to do now is clean the brake pads with our blue alcohol. Somebody in the comments of an earlier video told me why this is blue, and I'm not sure if it's true, but it's funny. They said that the reason that this is blue is because there was a problem here in Romania where people were putting this in their drink and they were trying to drink rubbing alcohol. So they made it blue to try to help with that. I'm not sure if it's true, but it's funny. Okay, then we can just pull the brake pads out from here. Okay, so I've definitely worn down the material quite a bit. Let's go ahead and wash them. I'm going to use a sock because I don't have paper towels. And we will also go ahead and scrub the rotor with the alcohol. I'm not certain if that will stop the squeaking, but it's definitely worth a try. Okay, now let's test the brake, make sure that we didn't put it too tight to where the wheel can still spin. That works for me. I'm just gonna clean the front rotor because I don't want to deal with taking the brakes off of this one as well. It's a long process. Okay, that should be sufficient for now. Let's go take it and make sure the brakes still work. Squeak test. Yeah, they still squeak a little bit. Okay, so bad news. I think I made the problem much, much worse. Yeah, so I made the problem much, much worse. Listen to this. Okay, so looking on YouTube, it says that if that alcohol solution thing fails, we need to take sandpaper and we need to sand down part of the brake pad. Fuck. So yeah, that's disappointing. If you guys have any ideas for how to get rid of the squeak, let me know, because it's you guys that are suffering watching these videos. I'm taking the rest of the day off. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So, interestingly enough, this is a hostel, and you can get a private room in a hostel. This, I think, costs $70 a night. It's cheaper to stay in a hotel, actually. I'm gonna be watching a movie called Two Guns. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it. How do I make you go full screen? Update, the movie is not very good. The exposition is like so heavy-handed. You know what, fuck this. Let's go see what's happening downtown at night. $4 for fucking ice cream.